Stone Cold Steve Austin. Hi. Oh, now I'm supposed to film you?
No.
Ready?
I'm ready.
Denzel Washington, Jennifer Lopez, and Magic Johnson are all household names. But what else do they have in common? Well, they all grew up in the non-profit organization formerly known as the Boys and Girls Club of America. Currently, there are 3,985 of these clubs throughout the United States, according to their website. These clubs are community-based, meaning they are located within the heart of the city, rural areas, and neighborhoods. That way, the kids have a place they can count on being there to hang out and stay out of trouble. Also, the U.S. Census Bureau found that 1 out of 5 young people live in poverty. Placing the clubs where they can be easily accessed allows children whose parents cannot afford to go to the Y or other clubs like that to be able to walk and attend. The membership fee is a measly $12 a month, or $12 a year, or $1 a month. Again, this is intentional so that even the poorest families can afford to send their kids to club for just $1. The Boys and Girls Club care about the youth they assist. According to the Alliance for Excellent Education, the average high school dropout rate is 33%. For Latino and African American males, this rate climbs to 50%. However, in the Harris survey of the Boys and Girls Club, they found that out of the alumni, 90% graduate from high school. These clubs are open after school hours, where we help the kids with homework, and during the summer hours. What is important to note is that the U.S. Department of Justice found that the time of day that juvenile crime reaches its peak is between 1 to 3 p.m. Well, since the club is open 1 to 5 during the summer, this makes it perfect for the kids to be able to come and takes away the possibility of them getting in trouble. The police that patrol the local area say that they'll drive through the area and they'll find no kids there, and the streets are just quiet, so they love when the club is open. Not to say, however, that these children are not exposed to difficult situations on a daily basis. In my time spent working at Boys and Girls Club, I've heard many stories from the executive director, Carol Murphy. She has told me anecdotes about some of the kids whose dads are in local gangs, or about how the kids have disclosed to her about how the night before their houses got raided for drugs. One story in particular stood out to me. Carol told me a story of 2 twin boys who came to her one day telling her something very disturbing. They told her that late at night, when the bad shows came on, their mother's boyfriend would have their sister come into the room and watch them with them. Carol asked these boys whether on the shows the people were naked, and they responded with a troubling yes. These kids were no more than 9 years old. So, accordingly, Carol told her husband, who was a state trooper, what had been disclosed to her. Her husband made sure that this did not continue. The kids who attend club are nonetheless pressured by gangs to join gangs at an early age. Some of them hang around with kids who steal or do other illegal activities, but this is one reason why the clubs exist. They are designed to have staff who are able to teach these kids morals and equip them with a set of tools they can use to make sure they are not followers, but leaders. Let me describe a typical day during summer camp to you. The teens, ages 9 to 17, are separated from the youths, ages 5 to 8. And they each have their own side, equipped with a recreation area, computer lab, dance room, and video game systems. The kids arrive and hang out in their recreation area where they play pool, foosball, or just socialize until 1:30. From 1:30 to 2:30, each staff takes a group of about 10 kids and starts their own program. One program is Back to Rec. Another is Blacktop Battles, where the kids can go outside and play basketball or dodgeball or other various games. Or they can play on the computers. From 2:30 to 3:30, a different program begins. During this time, I personally take a group of kids down to the local elementary school where I put on a football clinic for them. But another program could be art, or tournament battles with the staff where the kids will play against the staff in foosball or pool to win various prizes like candy or a pop. From 3:30 to 4:30 is huddle time, where all the teams and all the youths are together separately, and the staff gives announcements and the word of the day, which this could be citizenship, like it was the other day. And this is read aloud to the group, and they are to answer with a definition and apply it to their lives. Also, during this time, we feed them dinner, and then they go back to rec until they leave at 5. The kids are there to have fun, but really they are there to learn positive life skills from the staff to help them combat the dangers present in their lives. Boys and Girls Clubs of America's mission statement, according to their website, is to enable all young people, especially those that need us most, to reach their full potential as productive, caring, responsible citizens. Before entering into this job, I did not have a complete idea of what these clubs did and how they operated. I hope through my research and experience there, I've taught you all something about the clubs that you did not know before. Thank you.